Hey, welcome back to Midas Letter Live. My guest this segment is Darcy Crowe. He is the CEO of Global Daily Fantasy Sports. Darcy, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, James.
Not like I need a full explanation of how Daily Fantasy Sports works, but just for those who might not know, could you just give us a quick overview of what it is?
Daily Fantasy Sports is a product that we're launching in Europe, and it's you put real players together for contests that you think are going to do well in any specific contest, and those players go out and score points, and depending on how your team does, your theoretical team of professional players, you win the contest prize pool or not.
Okay, so not to ask a dumb question, but dumb questions are my specialty. This applies only to professional sports, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so being in Europe, I mean, could we say this is an analog for the North American varieties that might be better known here, FanDuel, DraftKings, etc.?
Right, they built an incredible business here in North America, you know, based on NFL, MLB, NBA, and what we're doing is we're taking that same concept into Europe as a B2B model, and strictly focusing right now on soccer or European football. We have 5 major soccer leagues that we're offering, and we just launched our product late December last year.
So you offer the platform to the professional sports organization, and you sort of catalyze their users into participating on the platform.
Right. We're a B2B facing model. We have a B2B facing strategy. Okay. And so what our market are the European sportsbook communities, the players that have digital businesses, right. And we're bolting this product on their sites.
Okay. So how does that make money?
Well, we have 3 different revenue models in our strategy. We have a very small setup fee that we charge them for customization and branding, and integration into their platforms. Then we share on a license fee with them for using the product and the platform, and that typically ranges between 10 and 15% of what we call the net gaming revenue, which is the amount of money that is raked off each individual contest, which is roughly 10 to 12%.
Oh, okay. So then, does it matter at all how many players that the franchise has? Or are they paying just like a per instance licensing fee for the whole platform, or is it a case where you make a residual or a recurring revenue portion off of each player while they're playing?
Well, it's again, this is about chasing a prize pool of money that players will put a small stake in to win a piece of a large prize pool. So every time we put up contests for either a day or a week, there's a contest prize pool amount. Okay. A rake is taken off for putting that contest together, and then we distribute essentially 90% of that prize pool to the players who put in teams for that contest.
Okay, what's the size of this industry globally in terms of, total value?
Well, it's very new in Europe. Again, this is a new product for a new market, especially our strategy as a B2B product.
Okay. But sports betting's been going on in Europe forever.
Yeah, I mean, globally, sports betting globally is about a $40 billion industry, and sports would probably take up about 50% of that. So globally, it's about a $20 billion a year revenue in digital sports betting.
Okay, and how do you see your revenue scaling from now till, say, 5 years out?
Well, our plan right now is we feel that we're going to be able to be cash flow positive by the end of this current year, and our revenues will scale up as we add more partners to our network. Sure. And this is again a product that's very much driven by liquidity, and the number of clients that we'll have come in our network will actually grow.
Okay, so when you say liquidity, do you mean the amount of...
Amount of contests, amount of people that are playing these contests. And again, This is like the early days of, I equate it to the early days of poker, where poker came into the market, grew up as a network product, lots of games, lots of people playing, and that's what we're trying to create here in Europe again with this network product.
Okay, so you're starting with soccer in Italy. It would strike me that, given all the professional sports franchises going on in Europe and all the countries that are actually fine with betting, that there must be a huge market opportunity in Europe.
Well, we believe so. And again, Italy is a bit of an isolated market. We call that a ring-fence market because only operators operating in Italy can have Italy players participate in that network. So the Italian network that we just launched here late last year is unique in itself. You have to actually be in the country to play in that network. Okay. But we're currently in the process of getting our license in Malta. And once we get that, we'll be able to launch our .com network, which will open up other European markets to a separate network that we're putting out.
Okay, and this is not your first rodeo doing something like this, is it?
No, I've been in the online gaming business since late '90. Co-founded a brand called Chartwell Technology, which at that time, it's a lot similar. I took digital slots, table games over to Europe and introduced it to the sports betting community there at that time when it wasn't really in that market. And now that's probably generating anywhere from 25 to 35% of their revenue. And this is a lot similar, although a much better product because it's a sports betting product, it's a sports-related product as opposed to a slot or a digital table game. Right. So that's why I think this is going to be a great fit for their businesses.
Okay. As a individual player, how much does it cost me to play?
Okay, so each contest will have a unique amount. Our network right now is running contests 5,000 euros to 10,000 euros, and you can spend anywhere from €2 to €5 to put a team in to chase that prize pool.
Wow, so €2 to €5 to chase 10 to 20,000 euro prize pool.
Exactly, and what made DraftKings and FanDuel successful in North America obviously is the Million Maker prize pools that they had on any given weekend, and lots of people put in for those contests to win a ginormous prize.
Right. So are you profitable now?
No. We just, as I said, we launched this company in April 2016. So we just had our second year anniversary. We've spent the last 19, 20 months developing the product and the platform. Took us time to get the product certified with GLI, get our licensing, and we just launched in Italy, as I said, late December. So we actually just had our first quarter of operation in Italy.
Okay. Yeah. Where do viewers go to find out more about your company and more about the whole thing? You
can go to our website at www.gdfsi.com.
GDFSI.com.
Okay. We've got a full slate of information there, investor information, product information. Unfortunately, you can't actually go into our Italian network because you have to be in the country.
Sure.
But we do have we do have a demo site just for show purposes, but we don't have that posted on our website. So.
Right. And I did see a video on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a YouTube channel, Global Daily Fantasy Sports. Look it up, you'll find it there.
Yeah.
All right, Darcy, let's leave it there for now. We're going to come back to in a quarter's time or so. We'll see how you're making out then. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, James, for having me.